So I'm with Luke Wollenschlaeger. I get the pronunciation right.
Just more of a
Wollen-
Wollenschlaeger.
Yeah, W is a V in German, so Wollenschlaeger. And we are doing a debrief of the session, the coaching sessions that we've had. And so I just asked Luke, would he mind if we filmed it? So we're filming it. And that says a lot. So he's waiting for this to go up live, and here we are. So tell us about what you wanted. Tell me about what you wanted from the sessions and what you got from them.
So originally I wanted to communicate better, be able to stand on the side of the rugby field and know what to say to the person next to me. And I think in our lessons we've just sort of gone through it and learned that they've got their own things that they're dealing with, so they might not want to speak to you, which is fine. And if you want to say something, and if you don't want to say something, you don't have to say something, and you don't have to feel bad about not speaking to them or them not speaking to you. Just be. And I think at the end of the day, I just try not to give a shit about what other people think. So,
And can you give me an example of where you've maybe done that, or in an interaction that you've had with someone where you've been kind of comfortable in your own skin? I think that's what I'm kind of picking up from what you're saying there. Like, you don't have to give me an answer now, but just put that in the back of your mind and see if something shows up for you. Like you were talking about just now about a couple of mates of yours. Obviously you can keep anonymous, but like you said, you kind of expressed yourself to them in a way that was truthful for you, and I don't know if that's a good example. It's fine, we can edit this, it's fine. Just carry on.
So what's the question being just...
So can you give an example?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of...
I think, just maybe thinking that they've got everything in control, or their life in control, their business in control, whatever. From the outside it looks like everyone's got control,
yes,
and everyone's sort of like just carrying on, and everything's peachy. But actually, we all have our own things to deal with. We all having our own turmoils internally, and trying to not pull them out, but just trying to acknowledge them so that you can either get some help with them or just work on it, because they do slow you down, they do pull you back, they do whatever, make you think twice, or and you're not really living to the potential that you could.
Yeah.
So
we started doing this. Thank you for that. Absolutely. There's so much going on under the surface. We see, we drive a nice car, or we look a certain way, and then there's so much stuff underneath, isn't there? So you wanted, initially, you wanted to do the coaching to kind of have conversations. You felt kind of awkward in having conversations with people. And then we've been on a journey.
We have.
And then there's been other stuff that showed up. Anything that you want to share about that would be valuable to people from a perspective of things that you discovered about yourself, and things that you maybe assumptions you were making, things you were holding on to?
I think the part of it's not that you don't want to speak to people, but you don't want to say something. It's just, I think you're like a bit reserved, and you're like, I don't want to say something, or I think it's just having that courage to say it and see how it falls. And I think this for me was the big thing, is it doesn't matter what they say in a way. It's not, what they say is not reflected on you. So if they decide not to talk to you, that's their choice. It's their choice, not something that I did. It's like, I did try, they didn't reciprocate. That's just fine. And not thinking, what did I do? Did I say something? And that is the part that to realize that person is, that's them. that is them and it's reflective on them, not a reflection on you. So carry on and speak and be courageous to say, hey, how's it going? Or, talk to someone in the lift. And, if they don't want to respond, they don't want to respond. And even to family and friends and mothers and fathers, and if you've got something difficult to say it. And they might just have their old pattern of responding to you, or they might break the pattern of saying something different. But I've just been through experience now where I feel that it doesn't matter what I say, how I say it, the same answer keeps coming back. And I had to realize that it's not me, it's them. And it's interesting to see that.
Yeah.
And realizing that it's not you.
Yeah. A friend of mine once said to me, people don't make us angry, it's what we don't say or what we don't do that makes us angry. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
I don't know if angry is necessarily the right word, but...
Yeah, I mean, it is us. I mean, it's not what that is. No, it's absolutely anger is totally from us. Totally. It's what it's sort of like inadequacies of knowing, dealing with that problem. We just can't see, another way. I mean, shit, get angry all the time.
Yeah.
I need to just, see it differently.
Yeah. And just saying I'm angry, or I'm frustrated is a huge step in the right direction, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think particularly as men, we really battle with expressing our emotions, and
Absolutely.
we just tend to bottle them up and go quiet. So what have been some of the unexpected and maybe funny things that have happened on this journey together?
Unexpected, emotionally, I've been, big brave Luke.
Cool hand
doesn't
Luke.
let his guard down, and we had sessions, and I've been in tears. I've been choking. Couldn't get words out. I was like, it was tough, but I just had to get it out and discuss it. And I'm a guy with according to me, 0 issues. But I have some. I mean, obviously I have some. But I mean, it's not that you dug, but you asked the right questions. I think that was where that came out. And unexpected was doing the course with the girls, and just getting to know them and just getting to see great people underneath whatever issues they had, and sort of all of us completely, totally different backgrounds, but just connecting, which was interesting to see, because we could sit down with those girls and connect with them. I was actually just thinking, like, anyone having any conflict with anyone, if they just sit down and open enough and they can discuss, they can resolve or get to see the human behind the issue, whatever issue it is, even if they are vegan.
So Luke's talking about the powerful communication course that we did a couple of weeks ago, and there were 5 other women on the course, and it was really interesting to you, wasn't it? Just how much deep stuff there is going on for people. I mean, wow.
So once again, the exterior does not show what the interior is.
Yeah. So it's just having decent, honest, meaningful, authentic, courageous, whatever, conversations with people that you really get to discover stuff.
Absolutely.
I remember hearing a journalist saying that when he comes across anyone like an evangelical preacher or a moralistic politician or something like that, he says if they're too moralistic and too virtuous, he just sits back and waits. And he knows what's going to come. There'll be some scandal that will break, because it's not human. We are all, we're all kind of fallible and a whole mix of different things all in one, And I think that's what from my feedback to you on this process has been, I've seen your humanity in a way that I hadn't before. I've really engaged with you. I mean, I've always liked you, but I feel like a connection, like a heart connection with you, and it's been really great to do. So
I think, I mean, we've both been vulnerable in this whole process, and I think also seeing you vulnerable was amazing. I mean, it was, just almost not to give me permission, but I mean, it was just sort of reassuring. I could see the heartfeltness of the stories, and they're coming out, and I think that was quite powerful for me. Very special.
Thanks, man. Thank you. Any parting words for anyone listening to this? Any tips on communication that you've learned?
Sure. Just say it, and let the dominoes fall, or let the whatever fall, and just see how it works out. But if you're going to keep on being safe or playing safe, you'll never know. So just go out there, be courageous, and try. Talk, speak, and if it doesn't work, I think this is also the one that I really taken away from this is just, it's not the end. Just try again. Get up and dust yourself off and try again.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
that's it.
Excellent. Thank you. Really great. Thank you.